Hi.
Hey Jen, how's it going? I just pressed start broadcast so everyone will be able to jump on, but it usually takes them a couple minutes
Okay.
before they start jumping on here. So I'm just going to get my slides ready as I feed a baby when I do this.
Real life here.
Yep, that's it. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Baby's going to be joining the webinar.
That's awesome.
All right, so we'll get these slides up. And then you can just text me if for some reason when I'm going through the slides, if they're not moving to the next slide, just text me and let me know.
Okay.
But when we start, I'll just have you mute your thing so there's no like echoey.
Right.
And then I'll go. Oh, it looks like we have people jumping on already. Just so everybody knows that we are going to get started here in just probably about 1 to 2 minutes. Just letting everybody else get a chance to pop on since we just click record. And if you are watching the recording, just fast forward past the beginning parts until we start. Right, Hudson? Right? Oh, you can see just his eye. There he is.
Oh.
Feeding a baby.
Oh my gosh. He's getting big already.
Yeah, he really is.
Aww.
Like a little man. Right, buddy? All right, I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get started right now just because there's people on and I want to make sure everyone gets in and gets out in a timely manner. So I'll have you mute your mic right now and then I'll pull up my slides. All right, I'm probably going to just leave my slides like this, just because last time I did it a different way, it didn't work. All right, so welcome everybody to tonight's webinar. This is a webinar that I'm going to give you a behind-the-scene look into what we do as coaches. So kind of like basically a behind-the-scenes look into our life. This is real life. We got a baby here. I'm a brand new mom. I'm a mom of 3, but he's a fresh one. He is 7 weeks old only. So I am going to be hosting this webinar, Why I Feed a Baby. So I hope that's okay with you. Like I said, this is real life, and I told you guys just get comfy, get some pajamas on, pour yourself a glass of wine because we're just going to have like a really mellow hangout tonight. It's nothing super serious. We just wanted to explain to you because I remember when I was looking at Facebook at all the other coaches out there, I was like, oh my God, I must have to be like a fitness professional. And I must really got to be like, have the perfect body. And I must have to have this fitness background and all of this stuff. And all of that was like, when I got on my first webinar like this, it was like all those thoughts that I had about it was like off. So that's why I wanted to host this webinar tonight. And I have a special guest speaker that'll be on in a little bit here. Her name's Jen Lee. She's one of my really good friends and one of my top coaches on my team. So let's just get started. So again, we'll be going to talking about explaining what Beachbody coaching is tonight. And my name is Mindy Wender. I am from a super small town in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and I'm a superstar diamond coach, which is the highest rank that you can reach in the company. And I'm a 5-time elite coach and some other things that I'm not even going to go through, okay? I'm going to switch my slide here. So Jen just text me if the slide doesn't switch here. It should show a picture of my face and stats and stuff. So I have been a coach for 6 years. And if you hear a burp, it's not me, it's him. But I have been a coach for 6 years now. And so the company has been going on for, I think, almost 10, maybe 9 or 10 years. So yeah, so I didn't get in first. I know that was one of the concerns I had. I thought you had to be like a founding coach in order to be successful with this or something. Totally not true. I have, like, Jen obviously joined, who's going to be speaking on here in a little bit. She joined years after me. I have other coaches that just joined 6 months ago who are already earning like a couple $100s a week. or more. So, I mean, it's just what you put into it. That's just a doubt and a myth that's out there about network marketing. But I've been a coach for 6 years. When I started out, I was working about overtime, almost 50 hours a week as an office manager for my dad. And I was very, very broke because my husband, who was like the quote unquote, I can't do quotes right now because I'm holding a bottle, but the quote unquote breadwinner of the family, he was laid off from his job as a contractor. So we were very, very, very stretched for money, very stressed because we didn't know how we were going to pay our bills every month. On top of that, like I was a new mom and I just wasn't feeling myself. I had to bring my son to daycare. And so that was stressing me out because I was missing all his first this and first that, first crawl, first, all these first, I was missing out on all these things. So I was just unhappy. So on top of the stress of being broke, I was unhappy. And then I just didn't have a ton of energy. You know, I was working out before I got pregnant and then I hadn't got back to it. So you know how that is when you're not working out, if you've ever worked out before and you get this awesome energy. Well, then when you don't work out, you get kind of like, you totally notice when you don't have energy. And that's where I was. And I wanted to get back to where I was previously to getting pregnant, where I had that energy and I felt good about myself. Before joining as a coach, I was not a fitness professional by any means. I wasn't even working out, as you guys just heard me say. Again, I'm from a small town, not a big network of people around me at all. I'm in the upper peninsula of Michigan, if anyone knows where that is, the UP. Definitely not a big town or city by any means. I was a fan of Turbo Jam and a major believer in the products because, again, I used them prior to getting pregnant and got great results. It was the only thing that ever worked for me. And again, all those stuff like my credentials, whatever. But, you know, then I joined as a coach, you guys. And from that point, I was super shy and I had my doubts. I didn't think I could do this because I was from a small town. Didn't think I could do this because I was shy. Didn't think I could do this because I didn't have a transformation an awesome before and after transformation story, because I was always naturally thin, just like not. Oh, wait, somebody's saying they can't hear me. Jen, could you let me know if that's true or if it's just somebody's.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep rolling with it then, just because I'm thinking that maybe it's just Liz. It might just be your computer, I hope. If anyone else knows my number and you can't hear me, text me. But okay. So anyway, so yeah, where was I going with that? What was I saying now? So I had all these doubts and concerns and thought I had to be something that I was completely wrong, but I went for it anyways. So that's the thing. That's a message I want to give you about my story. I did it anyways. Yes, I was scared. Yes, I was insecure. Yes, I had all of these things, but okay, so now people are saying they could hear me. Okay, good. Great. So yes, I had all these things working against me, so I thought, but I did it anyway. Okay, so I hope that you guys, when you go through this, if you do get that, because when I watched a webinar like the one you guys are watching tonight, I had this, I got this feeling in my belly, like this butterfly feeling in my belly, like it sounded so much fun, and the awesome positive vibes I was getting from the team on the webinar I was watching. And I just wanted to be a part of that. And I thought, oh my gosh, this would hold me accountable to my workouts. Oh, what if I could earn some extra money? So I had all these awesome butterfly feelings in my belly too, and thoughts. But then I had, of course, the other side, the fear. So it's normal to feel fear. It's normal to have doubts. You just have to do it anyways, okay? If you think this is right for you. Since then, though, you guys, since joining as a coach, in my first year, I accomplished more in my life in that year than I had in my entire life. I was able to speak on calls, which I was scared to even listen on calls because I was so shy. And then here I was speaking on calls, speaking on webinars, speaking on stage. It just really has built my confidence and has just completely changed my mindset, knowing that, yeah, even though something's scary, you can do it anyway. And so it's helped me move outside my comfort zone. I went from earning, a couple $100s a week at my full-time 50 hours a week job. And then by the end of my first year as a coach, I was earning over $1,000 a week. So I was able to quit my full-time job. I took my family on vacation. We paid for our wedding in cash. We paid for family vacations in cash. I was able to retire my husband from his job. And so he didn't have to keep going to look for a job, or when work did pick up with his contracting job, he didn't have to keep going back into work. He could just stay at home with me and the kids. So and that was all just in my first year. Moving forward, just in the last 6 years, I mean, my life has completely transformed. We have 3 babies now, as you can see. When I joined, we just had Lane, my son, my oldest, and now we have 3 babies. One who's fussy right now. Right, Hudson? And you're never fussy. What's the matter? So yeah, and we built a dream home, and we were able to pay our 30-year loan. We took out a 30-year loan, and we paid it off 29 years early. So we paid it off after only a year of living in our home, which was amazing and just gave me that freedom. Like, I own this house. Like, no one can take this away from me. So yeah, so I mean, and there's so many other things, and Jen's going to share her story in a bit here, but that's basically, anything is possible with this business. That's what I want you to know. I'm from a small town and had no background in this, but I was able to just take this and run with it. Now what I'm earning annually with coaching is, what I was earning annually with my 50-hour-a-week office manager position, what we were earning annually in our family is what I earn over that amount weekly with coaching. So what I was earning annually 6 years ago, I earn more than that weekly today with coaching, and that's it. And I do this part-time from home, create my own hours, get to be present with my kids, get to go to their soccer games, go to school performances, stay at home, don't have to worry about trying to find a sitter for a newborn and having to go back to work and all that good stuff. So it's really just, it has been the biggest blessing in our life. So who is Beachbody? Enough about who is Mindy Wender. Who is Beachbody? They are the creators of the top-selling at-home fitness workout. So have you heard of P90X? Have you heard of Insanity? Have you heard of the 21-Day Fix? Have you heard of Shakeology? All of these things you probably have heard of, or PiYo, or all these other ones. There's so many programs Beachbody has. That's Beachbody. That's who Beachbody is. They create the top-selling fitness programs out there. The top meal replacement shake. It's the best meal replacement shake on the market, and it's completely natural. And I can't go into Shakeology because I'm so obsessed with how healthy it is for you. That's like a whole nother webinar. So we will train you on that if you decide to join, but it is such a healthy shake that will completely transform your health. Okay. Beachbody is featured in the media all the times, and celebrities use our products. So it's a very well-known company. So it's not like, when you start your own business, you start it, you create the name, and you have to get out there and hustle. And you have to get that name to be, get out there and be a household name, and get commercials and do ads and pay for advertising. Beachbody already has done that. They continue to do that for us. They spend millions and millions of dollars on advertising every single year. So you benefit from that. You're a business owner that somebody else is paying for your advertisement, which is awesome. So they're very well known. You're not going to have to try to explain it. People are every time they're like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "I'm a coach. Have you ever heard of P90X?" They're like, "Yeah, I know P90X and I know Insanity." So people it's very well known. Beachbody's mission statement, this is what sets us apart. We're helping others live healthy and fulfilling lives. That is our mission statement. It's not to sell X amount of products. It's not to be a top earning coach. All that stuff is great. When you sell something, you're actually changing somebody's life because you're getting a top selling workout program that literally works. They've been tested over and over and over, and there's success stories upon success stories. These programs. So when you make a sale, it's not about the money. It's about you just put that awesome workout program into somebody's hands, and you're going to be their coach to keep them accountable with it, and they're going to see results, right? So that's why this company It's so awesome because this company, we're literally helping change lives. And that is our mission. We lead with that. We don't lead with trying to be the top earner, the top sales or whatever. We lead with trying to change lives. When you join our team, I'm the founder of Team Go-Getters. So when you join, anyone who invited you to this webinar is probably on Team Go-Getters. You will be joining a team that has a family culture and is super supportive. We have a team page that somebody, even if you don't even know the coach, if you have a question, you post it in there and you don't even know the people and they answer your questions, because we are a family with Team Go-Getters. That's what we're all about. We're very low maintenance people. We're very down to earth people. We're just here to help other people have fun. Yes, earn an income, because there's nothing wrong with us earning an income for doing something we love, because that is what it's all about, is finding something that's fun, that you love, that you're passionate about, that's making a difference. And if you can call that your job, you are blessed, my friend. And that's what I feel like we do as Team Go-Getter coaches. That's what we do. We found our passion, and we, as a team, help each other, train each other, answer questions, support one another, and help each other succeed. So now we're going to go into and have my friend Jen Lee share her story, her success story with coaching, and tell a little bit about herself. And after that, I'm going to go through and give you the quick, brief information about what coaching is all about. Okay? So Jen, I will have you, or actually I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Or no, wait, I have to keep sharing my screen, right? Okay, so now I'll have you go.
Okay, you can hear me? Right, Mindy?
Yes,
Okay.
we can. Sorry, I muted my mic. Okay, I'm muting again. Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much for inviting me on this call, Mindy. It is an honor to be part of Team Go-Getters. I am so blessed. Mindy is my coach, and oh my gosh, she has taught me so much, and she's just completely has changed my life around. So thank you so much for asking me to be on the call. So for me, getting into coaching is very unexpected. At the time, I've been a coach for about 2 years now. And at the time, I was working a full-time job. It was a 2-hour commute each way. So I was gone for 11 hours a day, Monday through Friday. And the part that I didn't like about my job was I had to get up at 4 in the morning. Nobody likes to get up at 4 in the morning, right? So I had to get up at 4 in the morning to leave my house at 5 a.m. to get to work at 6 a.m. Well, the part that I really struggled with was I had a two-year-old son at the time. So that meant Monday through Friday, I never got to see him. So my husband actually had to wake up with my son and take him to daycare. I already wasn't happy that he had to be in a daycare full time. And then it also was even harder for me because I never got to see him Monday through Friday in the mornings, and it just broke my heart. So I would go to my job. I worked for the federal government. So yes, I had good pay. I had good benefits. I had like a pension. I was set, right? Like I could have stayed there the rest of my life. But the problem was I wasn't happy. It was a desk job and there was nothing wrong with the job. It just wasn't for me. So I would go to work and I would be kind of this grumpy person that would just think about my son all day. And then I would get home, get my son, and then I only had about 3 hours before it was his bedtime. So it's like, playing with him, but then also trying to cook dinner, give him a bath. You moms, working moms especially, know what I mean when I say this. So it was really stressful. And on top of that, my husband was also working full time, but he was also in grad school full time. So we were so busy. Like I remember he would come home from his full time job, get home, then he would go in his office because he had to do schoolwork. And I didn't get to see him till like that later that night. And there were I felt like there would be a week or days go by where we didn't even get to talk to each other. So it was definitely just a crazy time in my life. So I really didn't have time to exercise. I used to be a gym girl. I used to, go to the gym all the time. I used to eat healthy. But then when I got married and had a kid and got really busy with our careers, we both just kind of stopped going to the gym. And then all of a sudden I'm drinking Red Bulls and I'm eating whatever I can, those quick sugary foods and drinks just to give me energy. Because I just completely I fell off the wagon basically. So Beachbody came into my life, thankfully, from my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law, I saw her one day. I hadn't seen her in a few months. and she looked amazing. Like, she lost all this weight, and it turned out she lost 35 pounds. So of course I've asked her, what the heck are you doing? And she said, oh, I just started Focus T25 and drinking Shakeology. Never heard of T25, never heard of Beachbody. She said, you don't know Shaun T? I'm like, no, I didn't know. Like, I don't know where I was, but apparently everyone knows what Beachbody is, but I had no clue. So I said, okay, whatever. I'm just going to order this program because you did it. So that's how I got into it. Just because I saw her results. She looked great. I trusted it because she's my sister-in-law. So I ordered it, and I started doing T25. It's a 25-minute Beachbody program that you do at home. And it turned out that I fell in love with this program for so many reasons. First of all, I didn't have to go to the gym. So I didn't have to worry about looking cute. I could literally wear what I wanted. It was only 25 minutes. And my son, like, I could do 25 minutes with my son. So my son would see me do the workout, then he'd try to hop in. And then my husband would come home from work and he would see me doing the workout, then he would hop in. All of a sudden, our family just bonded. We had something the three of us would do together every single night that we enjoyed and wanted to do. And, you know, my son was 2, so he thought he was working out, but he had fun with it. So that's how I started getting that physical transformation. And then on top of that, I got Shakeology a little bit later, and I started drinking that. And that really helped me change my eating habits. I all of a sudden started to have more energy, like natural energy, because I was actually putting good food in my body and not like Red Bulls. So I stopped drinking the Red Bulls because I didn't need it anymore. And it really reduced my cravings. So instead of all like, I have a sweet tooth. So instead of craving chocolate, I get chocolate Shakeology, and that curbed my sweet tooth. So Shakeology definitely started my journey of clean eating, and then T25 started my fitness journey. So with all of this good stuff happening, I started feeling good about myself. I started feeling more confident. That's when I started to look into the coaching opportunity. Heard of it, didn't really know much about it, but I found Mindy through YouTube. One of her videos she did, fell in love with her. I loved her story. I was like, this lady is just like me. I mean, she's a normal person. And I'm like, I'm just a normal person. I don't have a fitness degree background. I don't have a nutrition degree background. All I knew was there was something in me, just like Mindy said, it was kind of in her gut. That's how I feel. And I feel when there's something in my gut that's like God speaking to me and telling me that this is the right thing to do. So I heard Mindy out. I listened to her, and I said, you know what? I don't really understand what the heck I'm getting into, but something tells me I need to do this. And I took a risk. And guys, for me, that's huge because I don't really take risks. I was the type of person where you grew up in a family where you go to school, you go to high school, then you go to college, and then you get a full-time comfy job that's safe and stable. And that's what you do the rest of your life is you work this 9-to-5 job. Nothing wrong with that. But there was something in me that was like different. And I was like, you know, I don't know if I want to be this 9-to-5 kind of person, desk job. So I am so glad that I took this risk, even though a lot of people thought I was crazy. But I knew that there was something right about it. So signed up for coaching, and it turns out that this was my calling. This was something that I got passionate about doing. And there are a few reasons why, and I'm just going to tell you why, what coaching's done for me. And the first thing is just being able to help people. So I fell in love with the products. That's why I signed up as a coach, because I had a great transformation. So for me, I started just sharing my results. I started telling people what I was doing because they were asking, because they started to see that I was getting like my abs back, and I started being more happy and more positive, and I was just more excited about life. And I started talking about the programs and what Shakeology's done for me, and people were asking me questions. And then all of a sudden I'm running a challenge group, and I'll never forget my first accountability group. I was so scared to post anything on Facebook because I was very shy too at the time. And I posted about doing this accountability group, and I had 16 people sign up. And I was like blown away. I was like, oh my gosh, all these people want my help. And I started this group, and honestly, it just went from there. I built these amazing relationships. I got to see people lose weight. I started getting flooded with messages of people telling me that Shakeology has done wonders for them. I've actually had 2 people tell me that it cured their IBS. Like, how amazingly awesome is that, that Shakeology could cure someone's IBS? I had challengers that just lost really awesome weight loss transformations. Like, I had one guy who lost 26 pounds just by doing the P90X program in Shakeology. 21-day fix. I had a girl who's now a coach on my team, Asta. She lost 9 pounds doing the 21 days doing the 21-day fix program in Shakeology. So many more other transformations. But to get those messages from people, I felt like I had a purpose. Like, this is what I need to do. I am helping these people. I am feeling good about it. And at the same time, I'm getting in my best shape as well. And I'm eating healthy as well, because I want to stay accountable and I want to be a good example and be a good leader. So it not only am I like helping and motivating others, but I'm also being inspired as well and doing this for me as well as helping others. I also want to say it's really, really cool when you start to build your own team. Really cool. I have met so many people. I have coaches all over the country, and I know Mindy does too. And these are people that are going to turn into your best of friends. One of my top coaches lives in Oregon. I live in Florida right now. I've never been to Oregon. And this lady is like one of my best friends and one of my top coaches. And we talk every week. And we also see each other at Beachbody events like Summit and things like that. So pretty cool that you get to meet people that support you, that get you. You know, I don't get to see Mindy on a regular basis, but this lady, I feel like I can call her at any time and she'll be there for me, because Beachbody coaches are like a family and we're like a community and we all just support each other and it's all just positive stuff. So that's pretty cool. So when you start building your team and you start to see your coaches thrive and hitting their goals, like that is so awesome for me. So it's just really neat to kind of be a leader. And luckily being part of Team Go-Getters, we have so many trainings and systems, you guys, that if you're new coaches, like you're set, we're going to teach you everything. So you have nothing to worry about. And lastly, I just kind of want to explain a little bit more about what coaching's done for me. So when I started coaching, I told you I was working the full-time job. At the time, we were living in Baltimore, Maryland, and my husband actually got a job transfer to Jacksonville, Florida. So what happened was I could have transferred, because I worked for the federal government, so I could have transferred to St. Augustine, Florida. There was a office down there. And I did not want to do that because I knew that I would be going back into the same pattern that I already was, where my son had to be in daycare and we were working full time. And my husband said, you can go ahead and you can quit your government job, which was like huge, and you can pursue coaching full time, because he believed in me. He believed in this business and he supported me 100%. And that was huge for me. So ever since he made that decision, I feel like my life has been blessed. If I could say one word, I would say freedom. You know, just being home every day, seeing my son in the mornings, being able to take him to school, being able to pick him up from the bus has been exactly what I've been wanting to do from the beginning. My very, very best friend from diapers actually lives in St. Augustine, Florida. It's one of the reasons why we moved down here. She has a baby and she works full time. And because I am home, I am able to babysit her baby full time. So her baby does not have to be in daycare. And that is like a blessing right there for her and for me to feel like I'm able to give back and help her out. Just having the freedom to not having to ask off work. So there are times when if we have vacations, like I'm going back to Maryland to see family over the summer for a week, I don't have to take off work. I can just get a plane ticket and go whenever I want with my son. This weekend, we're surprising our son to a trip to Disney. I don't have to take off work for that because I can just go when I want. So it definitely has, having that freedom is just, it's just huge for me. And yeah, so that's pretty much about my story. And I don't know, unless I'm missing anything, Mindy, but that's my story. And thanks for listening.
That was awesome, Jen. Thank you so much for sharing all that. I love how you brought up the fact that you don't have to, like, your team is all over the place. Like, you're in Florida and I'm in Michigan. I wish I was in Florida, but I'm not. But I love that you mentioned that, because that brings up a really good point, being the fact that, okay, how did you grow this? If Jen was living in Maryland and then all of a sudden picked up and moved to Florida, she didn't know anybody. How did she grow her team? How did she grow her network? Social media. That is how, I'm just so glad that you brought that up, because that is how a lot of our coaches on Team Go-Getters, that's how we are growing our teams and helping more people, because we just feel like we can help so many more people from all over the place, you know, not just in Michigan, not just in Florida, not just wherever you end up being. You get to help people from all over the place because you meet new people online. So it's just really been cool to do that. And like she said, she saw my video on YouTube. When she posted something on Facebook, she had 60 people interested in joining her accountability group. So it's just really cool to grow on social media. And we have endless amount of training. We have a full training site on social media that you will get access to if you join our team. So Jen, thank you so much for sharing your story. You're so inspiring and you're just so down to earth and real. And that's what I love. And, you know, I think people, when they hear your story and see you, they just know, hey, if she is doing this and doing awesome and is one of Mindy's top coaches, why can't I? Why not me? You know? So, okay, so let me go through just quickly, you guys. Thank you again, Jen. Let me go through quickly this what is coaching bullet points. So these are just like quick points about coaching. So number one, basically you get paid to get fit. Awesome. And reach out to others and help them do the same. And it holds you accountable. So you get paid to get fit, and you there's something about it. The day you join, you just feel like, okay, I'm a coach now. People are in my accountability group or whatever you're doing, or maybe you're just helping your friends and family in your circle, whatever it is you're doing, you still feel obligated to lead by example because you want to inspire other people. And that's what you do. You basically get paid to get fit and reach out to others and help them do the same. You don't focus on sales. You just work out and believe in Beachbody. And that was one thing that I was like, I cannot do this because I suck at being a salesperson. My dad owned a business in town, and he would always try to get me out on the floor to try to sell. It was an appliance store. And I was like, no, that's so awkward. I hate sales. So when Janelle, who is my upline coach, when she and I saw a webinar similar to this, and they said, you don't focus on sales, I'm like, okay, like huge weight lifted off my shoulders. You just have to believe, truly believe. Like think of something right now, think of something that you truly believe in. And then after you got that thing in your head, whatever it is, could be like a hanger or a watch, a fitness watch or whatever it is, think about how many people you told about that product. Everyone you know, right? So that's what it is with Beachbody. You use the products, you believe in the products, you believe in the company, and you share with others what you're doing. Number three, what I love is promoting fitness and helping others is really, it helps you stay on track yourself. So like I said, it helps you stay accountable. Number four, promoting nutrition will help you eat healthier. Again, leading by example. There's just something about it when you're promoting that and telling other people that here's some tips on eating healthy and here's Shakeology. It's just something about that makes you want to do it too. It's inspiring to you. So you think that everyone thinks, oh, coaches are so inspiring and they help other people. Other people are helping us just as much as we're helping them. Number five, helps you find balance, like having more time with your family, like Jen was just saying. She knew if she would take that corporate job again or the government job again, that she was going to get back in that same routine where she didn't have that family balance. Now look at the balance she has because she decided to really go for this and make this her job, her part-time job that she gets a full-time income, right? Okay, so it helps you find balance and have more time with family, more time for your workouts, more time and money to travel. Like she was saying, she's taking her son to Disney, which I'm so jealous. I wish I could go. I'm a Disney freak, you guys. So she's going to Disney on Sunday. She doesn't have to worry about taking time off. She wants to get a plane ticket to go back home and visit her family. She doesn't have to worry about time off. She books that plane ticket and she goes. And just time to relax, just you time, you know? Time to get a massage or time to just sit at home and read a book, whatever that is for you. Number six, you get to meet amazing people like me meeting Jen. I would have never met her if it wasn't for Beachbody. Number 7, you will always have help. That's one thing that I pride myself in with Team Go-Getters, is that there's never lack of training. There's never lack of help. There's answers out there, and we have provided answer to every single question. So I know that was one of my concerns, is like, what if I don't know what to do? You will know exactly what to do if you join our team. And you will be mentored and supported the whole way through your journey. Number 8, you will create your own hours and can put in as much or as little as you want. So for me, I didn't put in a lot of time when I first joined because I was kind of still working on my mindset. Like, I didn't believe in myself. Once I decided, hey, look, why not me? If this person, and this person are on their way to the top and earning 6 figures with this and doing amazing, why can't I? They're no different than me. And when I had that mindset shift and really went for it, that's when I went all in. And I really said, my goal in this is to be at home with my son. So what do I need to do to get there? And so I went all in. Yeah, I was working 40 to 50 hours a week for my first full year. So I would wake up early. Yes, I had to make sacrifices, and I had to wake up early, get my work done in the morning, work on my lunch hour sometimes. And then after I put my son to bed at 8 p.m., that was my work time. I got on the computer and I did not go to bed until my to-do list was done. Every time I wanted to, and I wanted to give up, and I wanted to stop, and I wanted to go to bed, I would look at a picture next to my computer, and it was a picture of my husband holding my son. It was like my favorite picture. I still have it, by the way, in my office. And it's a picture of my husband holding my son, Lane. And that was my reminder. This is your why. This is why you are working hard. This is why, yeah, you're getting not a lot of sleep because you're going to work all these hours for, my office manager job, and then coming home and working on this on the side. But I knew that if I put the time and effort in now, that I would be able to achieve my goal, which was be able to quit my full-time job. And then I would have 50 hours freed up every single week to do whatever the heck I wanted to do, So for me, my decision was to go all in and put as much as I could into this. Now you may want to grow a little bit slower, and that's totally fine. You can put in as much or as little as you want, because this is your business. When you sign up, you can just enjoy the discounts if you want, or you could do like me and just go all in. It's up to you. That's what I love about this. And you don't have to stock any products. I know a lot of network marketing companies, they make you buy like $2,000 worth of products right when you join. You don't have to stock any products with Beachbody at all. All you have to do is if a customer is, and you don't have to deal with customer service. When somebody is interested in the products, you direct them to your site, tell them here's how to order. They order it. Beachbody ships it. Beachbody takes care of the customer service. You are just there. Beachbody wants to take care of all that for you. So then you have more time and energy to focus on helping that person succeed and stay accountable to their fitness goals. Okay. And on top of that, this is really cool, you guys. You get 25% discount on all the products. Isn't that awesome? So everything Beachbody, Shakeology, the workouts, you get 25% off. And you earn 25% commission on any product that you sell, which is awesome. So just direct somebody to the site and they order, you get 25% commission. Okay, so now how to join. Okay, so it's $39.95 to start. Okay, starting the second month, it's $15.95 monthly. So $15.95 a month, that's what it is, $15.95 a month. And that's for your website, your maintenance, you have an online office that tracks everything. All of that is included in that $15.95 a month. That is it. But let me tell you something. 99% of my coaches sign up this way, and I'll tell you why. So when you go to sign up, go to the person who directed you to this website and invited you to this invited you to this webinar. Go back to them and say, listen, I just heard Jen's story and it really resonated with me. I'm interested. I wanna sign up. I want to do this. Ask them how to sign up. They'll direct you to their website. You sign up. During sign up process, you will see a challenge pack offer. This is once you're a coach, you can't go back and get this offer again. This is a one-time thing, okay? So if you get a challenge pack during sign up, which again, 99% of my coaches do, it's a discounted pack. So you get a fitness program. So you start your business off on the right foot. You get a fitness program, you get Shakeology, Home Direct, and you get a 30-day free trial of a club membership, which is Beachbody On Demand. That means the moment you get off this webinar and go sign up to be a coach and get a challenge pack, you can start your workout very, very shortly after that, because you can stream it live on your iPhone or on Apple TV or your computer. Just going to teambeachbody.com and signing in. You can stream it from your TV, your phone, your computer. Okay, right off the bat. And there's not just your program that you purchase. You get access to tons of programs for free. There's a bunch of free workouts on there as well. So this pack is super, it's because they put it all in a nice little package. It's super discounted. So you save a minimum of $50. Could be more, but that's the minimum. So you save money by doing this. On top of that, remember that $39.95 to start? Beachbody actually waives your $40 sign-up fee if you sign up with a challenge pack. So do you see what I mean? Do you see why most people get this? It's like almost stupid not to get it, because you don't have to pay to sign up, and you're saving so much on the package, and you start your business off on the right foot. But do you have to do this? Absolutely not. But I have had coaches come back to me and say, I want that challenge pack offer you talked about. I'm like, oh, you can only do it during sign up. And they were actually upset that I didn't tell them about it. So now I make it a point to tell everybody about it because it's such a good deal. Okay. So how do you earn as a coach? Briefly, let me go through this. We have more training. So once you join, if you decide to join, we will train you on this. But basically you can earn two ways. Again, sending people to your website and getting commission, 25% commission. And then if you decide to build a team, you actually earn team bonuses. That is awesome. So you help your team succeed, and Beachbody rewards you with a bonus. And that is where, that's why Jen said it's so much fun to build a team and meet these people and all this stuff. So it's so much fun to do that. Plus you earn bonuses from building a team and having fun. It's awesome. So, and then if you hit certain ranks, there are quarterly bonuses. So who makes a good coach? This is a question I had when I was thinking about joining. Someone who believes in the products and is willing to use them, leading by example to inspire others. Someone who is willing to work on themselves through personal development, because that is huge with our business. I mean, everybody in Beachbody, Team Beachbody, is huge on personal development, but especially on Team Go-Getters, that is like our jam. Someone who loves helping others and cares about helping others reach their goals. Someone who is willing to share what they are doing. Not somebody who is a know-it-all and tries to be perfect, but instead somebody who is real and willing to share who they truly are. Don't try to be perfect. Don't try to put out on social media that you got it all figured out and you have whatever. Social media, when I post a struggle that I'm having, that's how I build trust. And that's how I build relationships with people, because they know I'm not perfect and they know I'm real and they know I'm just sharing who I am, and they're there to support me and I'm there to support them. So just be yourself. You don't have to try to be somebody you're not. And it's so relieving, right? To just be yourself and grow a business on the fact that you were just yourself. That's awesome. You don't have to be a fitness professional, because Beachbody has that all covered, right? They have the top celebrity fitness trainers out there. So you don't have to worry about that. Again, how to join, go back to the person who referred you to this webinar, ask any questions that you have, go to their site and click coach, decide if you want that $40 fee waived or not, and boom, you're a coach. It's as simple as that. After that, don't worry, you're not alone, because then whoever you decide to join with, they're there to mentor you and support you. Yes, this is your own business. Yes, you get to create your own hours. Yes, you get to decide how much and how little you put into it, but we're there to help you, answer your questions, support you, celebrate you, and train you, anything like that. That's what we're there for, and your upline coach is there for you as well. Now, if you have any objections still after watching that, no big deal. Go to my YouTube channel. You're actually on it, but youtube.com/Mindy Wender. And I have a video called Objections that I go through, actually list of people who I've talked to who said, Mindy, I'm not sure about this. These are the things I'm concerned about. And I actually went through all of those objections. So if I didn't mention something, me, Jen, or myself did not go through something you're kind of worried about, go through and watch that video and see what you think. And that's it. I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for taking time out of your night to watch this. I am going to open it up briefly for questions in a second here. There we go. I'm going to open it up. Jen and I are here. And so if you have any questions, let me just load up the screen here. If you have any questions, sorry guys, I have to load up the screen. I thought it was already loaded. So if you're asking a question and I'm not answering it, I promise I will in just a second. But if you don't have any questions, I just want to say again, thank you so much for tuning in. I had so much fun going through this webinar, and I hope that we get to welcome you to our team very, very soon. And if you do decide to join the team, go to the accountability group. We have a team page, and just tag me in there. Oops, sorry. And tag me in there, and so I can know that you watched this webinar and decided to join. Okay, so I'm on the screen. Does anyone have any questions or not? Let me know. I'm not sure if this is loading right or not. Well, how about this? I don't think this chat is working. So if you have any questions, just go back to the person who referred you to this site and message them. If you saw this on somebody's social media, go to that person's social media, message them and ask your questions there. If Jen invited you, go to Jen. If I invited you, go to me. Whatever, you'll get your questions answered, okay? So I just want to say thank you again, Jen. That was so thoughtful that you took time out of your night away from your family to get on this webinar to share your story. You're so inspiring. I love you so much. So thank you for doing that. And then again, thank you everyone for tuning in. And the recording of this, if you need to show your spouse, or if you want to show a friend, or if you're a coach and wants to share it with some prospects, it's the same link that you used to get here is the recording. So you actually have it. But if you don't, just message me on Facebook and I will send it your way, okay? All right, everybody, have a great night. See you later.
Bye.